So thank you all for attending tonight. Yet again, when we do these webinars, it's a great attendance. I know people are really interested in this, interested in e-commerce. TikTok and eBay at the moment are the real buzzwords. Yes, the legacy was Amazon and Walmart, but these platforms are now moving forward. They're new, they're young, they're hungry, and they want to take some of the share of this e-commerce seller store platform away from the traditionals of Amazon and Walmart. So tonight, what we're going to do, and it's a great point at this point in time to be getting involved with eBay and TikTok, purely because we're now at the very beginning of November, and guess what? This is the busiest period of the year. November, December is the busiest period of the year, and you can take advantage of actually getting some good sales at the end of November and a good sales in December in order to kickstart some of these TikTok and Amazon stores. So the format for tonight, what we're going to do is go through Tak's presentation. Okay, so Tak will do a presentation. He will go through what the offering is all about, what the benefits are to you, how we work in terms of these platforms, how we set you up, how we get started, and then what we'll do after we've done the presentation, it's about 20 minutes, I guess. We'll take any Q&A after that, and those that really want to get started straight away, we'll tell you how to do that, we can move forward for that. So what we'll first do is go through the presentation. Tak will go through the presentation now. He'll put it up on the screen. Then we'll go through the Q&A, and then we'll tell you how we can get started and then start to move forward. Is that okay, Tak?
Thank you, Geraint. Thank you, Geraint, and thank you everyone for attending the webinar on this stormy Thursday evening. Today, as Geraint mentioned, the agenda, what we're going to go through, we will have some testimonials at the end so you can hear more from our existing clients, but we're really excited about the combination, the power combination, the power duo of TikTok and eBay, and how people are making good money with this. I mean, the money you can make from TikTok and eBay is enough to quit people's jobs, enough to change people's lives. It's it's a very good platform, and I'm really excited about this. And with TikTok and eBay, we can accelerate that growth and get you there quicker so you can achieve your goals. So let's first start off with who this is for. These are for people who are tired of working their 9-to-5 job, know and feel you deserve more, tired of getting scam after scam. With eBay, names of eBay and TikTok, they're not going to scam you. And you want a real business, and you want to add something that's semi-passive income to your portfolio, and something that's long-term, legitimate, and transparent, well, you're at the right place. So unfortunately, this is not for everyone. This is not for people who lack time and effort, are completely broke, and if you make a lot of excuses and just love to procrastinate and have all the reasons in the sun why you can't do it, unfortunately, this is not for you. Our apologies. But there is something big happening right now. We're going from a brick and mortar to a click and order revolution. If you look at these examples here, Uber is the largest taxi service in the world, owns no taxi vehicles. Here you've also got cryptocurrency, digital. There's a digital age where countries and institutions and retailers are adopting cryptocurrency, and it's not physical. It's not something you can see. We live in the on-demand generation where we want everything now. We want to see everything now. So before, you'd have to go and rent a movie, or go on your teletext or see your TV guide. Now you can stream it on platforms such as Netflix. We're in the on-demand digital age, guys, and now there's a massive transition of wealth. People are getting quicker. People are getting wealthier a lot more quicker, thanks to this new digital transition age. Before it was property, brick and mortar, but with a new digital age, and this is a time to reap the rewards and really, get in the forefront of e-commerce. So as Bill Gates says, if your business isn't on the internet, your business will be out of business. So if you want to make money online, but you're not involved in this industry, you don't know what you're missing out on. One of the biggest opportunities of our lifetimes to make some serious money. So if you look at online shopping as a whole, it's one of the most popular online activities worldwide, with global e-retail sales reaching $5.5 trillion just in 2022, and the growth in 2023. Major retailers around the world are shutting down. We're shutting down due to the pandemic, and many of them are still shut down. None of them have not many have recovered from this. So people have changed their habits from the pandemic, from shopping on the likes of Amazon, eBay, TikTok, and other online retailers. Sorry, TikTok is new, eBay, Walmart, and Amazon, and many people are now sticking to the habits of just buying things online. E-commerce is an evergreen market. It is growing. It keeps on growing. Even in a recession, people will still be buying stuff online. Now, TikTok has entered the fray, and they want to compete with Amazon. They want to take a market share of Amazon, and they are just the fastest growing social media platform. They've got over $2 billion worldwide, and they're growing exponentially. Now, in order to compete with the likes of Amazon and Walmart, TikTok looked to entice new sellers with low fees of 2 to 5% after selling a good online, as opposed to other platforms like Amazon, which charge 15%. Also, as Grant mentioned, we're having very good success with eBay stores. As you know, eBay is one of the world's largest online marketplaces, offers sellers access to millions of global shoppers, increasing their sales exponentially. It's a well-established and trust platform with long-standing reputation. eBay provides an inherent level of trust amongst online shoppers, benefiting especially new sellers who need that initial credibility boost. It's also a flexible business model. It's also a global shipping platform, and the integrated payment systems with PayPal is trustworthy for both sellers and buyers to make transactions smoother and more transparent. Now, let's talk about the methodology that we use. So we use dropshipping. As stores scale, we then go into a wholesale model. It's entirely your choice, but this is the majority model that we incorporate, and we just use this at the start. And this is dropshipping. Dropshipping, many of you heard of it. Many of you will probably have done it, but I'll just go over this for the new people and give you an idea. So step one, a customer places an order on the online store, whether it's an eBay or a TikTok store. They place an order, for example, Bluetooth speakers for $150. So once the order has been made in the store, only then you purchase this from the supplier and you pay a wholesale price of $100. So you automatically made a $50 profit. Now the supplier ships the item, in this case Bluetooth speakers, directly to your customer without you having to get warehouse space, buy stock in advance. You only buy stock once a customer has purchased it. So the risk to this is very, very minimal. Okay. Now we will record this so you can view this at your own time as well and send that to you. Now, let's talk about the 5 benefits of dropshipping. Firstly, the low startup costs. So dropshipping eliminates the need to invest heavily in inventory up front. You only purchase products from the supplier when you receive an order from a customer. This significantly reduces the financial barrier to entry, making it accessible for many aspiring entrepreneurs. And also the reduced overhead and operational costs, since you don't need the stock to buy in advance. There's need for a warehouse or picking and packing staff or large storage space. So many dropshippers operate their business from their homes, or they can operate from anywhere in the world. So you can save costs associated with the packing, shipping, logistics, and storage of everything else. And dropshipping, like I said, is predominantly managed online. I mean, you can run your business from anywhere in the world as long as it has an internet connection, whether you're at home, cafe, or traveling the white sands beaches of the world. And what I like as well, mainly, is the wide product selection. So you don't have to go and buy thousands of products, have thousands of square footage of space of warehouse. You can literally list thousands of items there, and you don't have to buy them in advance. And when you list these items, if they sell, then you buy from the supplier. Simple as that. So you can offer a broad range of products to your customers without the need for a vast inventory. If the supplier offers a product, you can list it for sale on your website at no additional cost. This is flexibility, allows you to pivot your product offerings easily and respond to market trends. So if there's a trend there and you want to capitalize on it very quickly, you don't have to wait till it gets shipped to your warehouse or any other prep centers. As soon as there's items available, just list it. As soon as it's sold, buy it from the supplier and they send it directly to the customer. Like I mentioned before, reduce risk. Because you don't have to purchase the inventory in advance, you only purchase inventory when a sale is made, so you're not bound to the challenge of bulk purchasing products that may or may not sell. So how would you like to own your done-for-you store, where there's no paid advertising required, no search engine optimization or any code or any technical jargon? Brick and mortar retail businesses need 3 years or more to be profitable in these times. You can start making profit within 2 to 3 months. So let's first introduce the founder. So let's start off with my business partner, Grant Rees. Grant, if you can share with us a few words about your background, please.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Saf. My background for the last 30 years, I guess. So I'm showing my age. My background is in the city. I predominantly, my speciality was investment banking, retail banking, and insurance. I started from a bottom in investment banking, working in the front office, then doing trading, then setting up a consultancy business. And the consultancy business still runs today. We still have people who are contracted into some of the major banks and institutions in the city today. And I've also held a CIO position in one of the FTSE 100 banks myself. So that's my background. My background as for us and TAC, we started our e-commerce business back in 2018, 2019. And we started off with an Amazon store. We weren't happy with having paid $30,000 on the performance. So we took our own experience and then looked to do it ourselves, basically to take it off the people that were actually selling it as a guru and actually not doing the job. And we felt that we could do it ourselves. We built our own teams. At that point in time, it was an Amazon drop shipping business, which then moved over to an Amazon and Walmart FBA business, and now we're moving into the other platforms. But we wanted to give something back to the industry in terms of there's a lot of rogues out in that industry that we saw through 2019, through COVID, where Amazon was a little bit relaxed, I guess, on their rules with drop shipping, and then everybody popped up that you could be the guru on this platform, and then all of a sudden they all went away. Okay, so as we stand today, there aren't many automation companies out in the world that can actually do the job and satisfy the customer and deliver the profits that the customer is looking for in order to get started. And some of these companies, when we looked at some of these companies, they were outrageous in terms of their startup costs. And we could never see how that could be recovered for the customer. And that's wrong. Okay, that is really wrong. So what we wanted to do while we started our business, we obviously had experience. TAC will go over what his experience on the e-commerce and operations side, mine from a finance perspective, which was to start a business which was doing right to the customer, giving the customer what they expected, not giving them any fluff at the beginning, telling them the truth, and not charging them the earth to get started in the e-commerce industry, so that they can actually see a path to actually making money, and also then a path to having a long-term business that could be sold as well, because there are platforms that can sell that business. So that's a little bit about me, a little bit about our business. I'll hand over to TAC now, and then he can tell you his experience and his background in terms of what he's been doing for the last 20 years. You're a bit younger than me, TAC.
Thanks, Grant. Only just a little. Thanks for that background, Grant. Guys, my name is TAC Mano. If you don't already know, my experience has been over 20 years in e-commerce. I first started in dropshipping, actually, with the likes of eBay, then moved on to platforms such as Amazon, My main passion has always been e-commerce and trading technologies such as sports trading, FX, and crypto. And the main reason why I like e-commerce is that there's no bear and bull markets. There's no high interest rates and low interest rates. Our business is not impacted by whatever's going on in the world. E-commerce is an evergreen, ever-growing market. And we're just the messengers, guys. The message is far bigger. And combined together, we have over 30 years of e-commerce experience. So let's have a look at our team. So we have a team of 200 highly experienced consultants. Our team leaders have experience of running Amazon stores to 7 years plus of running Amazon stores and taking them over to 6+ figure monthly turnovers. We call ourselves the Amazon of all automation companies, and we've branched out to other platforms as well, such as Walmart, eBay, TikTok, and others. Now, we only bring up these product offerings once we've tried and tested ourselves with friends, family, our own accounts. And once we have documented success with them, then only we bring it to the market. So why work with us? Because we provide only the best and most communicative customer service to all clients. How we communicate with all our clients is we set up a WhatsApp group. We're available at all times. You have access to your team leaders at all times as well. And there's no support tickets or email service where you have to wait 24 hours or everything. We're in business together, so we work with you in a business partnership. The most important thing is we find the most profitable products to sell on your store. We have a bespoke software that we programmed over the last 4 years, which works on all platforms, and we tweak it accordingly to each platform. And we've sourced high quality products online for affordable prices to therefore increase your viability and profit. We only deal with tier 1 suppliers and retailers. So this increases your positive feedback rating, and also your relationship with the platform in terms of more sales and scaling. Also, we create your product listings. We use the best keyword research tools, and our software include creative content about your listed products. Guys, we do everything. Our team runs the whole store for you. And if there's a new trend or something that's about to be launched seasonally, we strategically launch that for you as well. So we aim to maximize the sales to their full potential. Okay, so all you need to do is provide credit or cash for the inventory, and we run your store for you. It's as simple as that. Okay, so our service, what exactly includes, again, the product research and listing, inventory management to make sure there's always stock there, the order processing and repricing. So we process the orders for you and reprice them competitively. We confirm all the shipments and track them so customers get the tracking codes and everything. Defend all claims, chargeback, and refunds from customers. We handle all the customer service. We always optimize the feedback service. You have direct access, like I mentioned, to your manager and team leaders and to Grant and myself. There's no hidden annual renewal fees. There's just a one-off fee. And you can track the sheets of sales and profits. Everything is transparent. You get paid directly by TikTok or eBay. You don't get paid by us. So you know that TikTok and eBay, they're not going to run away with your money. So why are our clients so successful? Simply, we find the most profitable and trending products. We handle the entire process. This is not a course where you left to your own accord and do things. We have over 30 years experience in e-commerce combined. We have a proven track record. Most importantly, we know exactly what we're doing and we can back this up. Guys, if you want to know more after this call, you can have a one-to-one Zoom meeting with Grant and myself, and then we can jump in and show you live stores in action so you can see month by month how much profit it makes each month, what the ROI is and everything else with that. So what we're looking for, we're looking for people who are keen to earn, action takers who walk the talk, entrepreneurs who want to capitalize on this $1 trillion e-commerce boom. We're not here to waste anyone's time. At the same time, we don't want our time wasted. This is a business partnership. We want to work with only serious people who want to take action and get a piece of this e-commerce pie that is growing exponentially with TikTok and eBay. So let's look at other business models. So if you wanted to get a McDonald's franchise, it'd cost you between $1 to $2.2 million. In terms of breaking even, it's a lot harder now as it was before, thanks to the advent of online digital food apps such as Uber Eats, Deliveroo, Just Eat, and other apps as well. Now, if you wanted a Subway franchise, it would cost you between $116,000 to $263,000. Now, if you want to get a franchise with us, don't worry. it's not going to cost this much. So here's a little snapshot of eBay. We can show you live stores. You can see here, this store is approximately, I think, 4-5 months old. The last 31 days, it made 12% profit. eBay typically makes you 20 to 30% on your total sales turnover. So that's roughly made about £3,000 to £4,000 in a month profit. If many of you could earn an extra £3,000 to £4,000 passively, what would that do for your lives? And also, with this TikTok and eBay stores, it also, like a property, you get digital equity, as we call it. So in the future, if you wanted an exit strategy, if you wanted to sell your store, you could sell it on a website called Flipper.com, which is a reputable e-commerce website domain seller. And you can see these are a few Amazon stores. We will get some examples of eBay stores in future when people are selling TikTok stores, because TikTok is quite new. You can see you could sell it for quite a substantial amount. So not only is it giving you, a passive stream of income on a monthly basis, but also it's building up digital equity. So should you wish to sell it, you could sell it for a nice lump sum. So the burning question you guys have been asking probably, what are the costs to have a done for you TikTok store or an eBay store? Well, the cost to you at the moment is £5,000. And guys, this is a one-off fee. And it's a 50-50 monthly profit share to you at the end of the month. From our 50% of the profit share, we pay the staff. A lot of the startup cost goes on the salaries of paying the staff, because you have dedicated product resources, a project manager, an account manager who's acquiring new suppliers, and the project manager oversees the whole business. So at the first few months, you're not making much profit, so the salary is covered by this. And then, obviously we earn a 50-50 monthly profit share where we pay the staff from our 50%. Now, this is a 5,000 for a TikTok store, 5,000 for an eBay store. Should you wish to get both, we're doing a special offer for those who are on the webinar as a gift. We're going to give this both to you for £7,500. If you want to capitalize on this, guys, just drop us a message in chat, or we'll send you a Calendly link where you can book a one-to-one with Grant and myself, a time convenient for yourself, and we can show you some live stores, answer all your questions, go over the figures, the projections, and go over it in more detail for you. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask us at the end of the webinar. But remember, guys, this is a business partnership, so your success is our success. We're committed to make money when you do, and we're committed to making this work for you so you can achieve your goals and dreams. So I'm going to leave you with a few testimonials. Please bear with me. I'm just going to make sure that you can hear the computer screen. Okay, can you hear the computer screen? Firstly, thank you, Amajit. I know you're a busy person. Thanks for coming on this call and giving a testimonial about Ecom GT. So if you can tell us a little bit about your background, Amajit, that'd be great.
Yep. My name's Amajit. By way of background, I'm a lawyer. Worked in local government most of my career, and a few years ago I started doing consultancy work in local government, and that's what I've been doing. So sort of semi-retired, really, and that's me in terms of background.
Brilliant, thank you, Amajit. And what did you get started with an eBay TikTok store? What was your main motivation behind it?
Yeah, well, I'm 62 now. Although I've still got plenty of energy to work. If I want to work, I'd rather spend the next few years not having to work if I can, and I want to travel and see the world, and that's why I wanted some independent income, so that I wasn't always thinking of, well, I need to take a contract, I need to do a few months of work. So that's really it. I mean, the way I see it, the future is online shopping. You know, in the last few years, everything has increased in terms of online shopping. We all individually know that because we're all doing more online shopping ourselves. So it just seems like, you know, that is a really good area to get into.
No, absolutely, absolutely. I think we're all addicted to online shopping, and I think we tend to overshop as well.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
in terms of your journey, Amarjit, I mean, how's your journey been so far with your TikTok and eBay shops, and working alongside your team with Ecom GT?
Yeah. Well, it's early days, but the stores are both set up and running. I've got a TikTok store that's been running very successfully, and it's at a stage where we'll soon be able to get influencers on board and expand that store as well. I've got an eBay store which is less old, just been going at just over a month, but that's taken off really well. That's going fantastically. So yeah, I'm really pleased with both the stores, and the admin that you've got there supporting and helping me run that is fantastic. Really pleased with it.
Good, really, really happy with your progress, and
Yeah.
and nothing makes us happier than getting results for our clients. So in terms of your store and where do you see it in the next 2, 3, 4 years, what's your main goals and what do you want to achieve from this?
So my main goal is to not have to work, and using the stores as my income and my future retirement, and allowing me to travel. And the way you guys set the store up, there's no admin for me to do other than just sort of checking, you know, how they're running. All the admin's done by you guys, so it gives me freedom, my freedom of time. So I'm hoping over the next few years the income will build up steadily, so that you know, I can start to do all the things that all of us want to do in terms of, you know, going on holidays, traveling around the world, seeing family abroad, and just having, you know, the time to yourself, time for grandchildren, you know, all sorts of things like that. So that's what I really want from these stores.
Oh, brilliant, and we will endeavour to make sure you achieve those goals, and we will try our utmost best to get you there as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Not only to get you as quick as possible, to keep this a sustainable model for as long as possible. In terms of people who are just looking at this opportunity, just exploring it, evaluating it, doing their due diligence, what would you say to those people, Amarjit?
What I would say is that, I mean, online shopping is the future, and I think anybody even expressing an interest and looking at yourselves will already be aware of that. And to run a store like this yourself, it is something that people can do, but there's an awful lot of education you're going to have to sort of get to grips with, all sorts of administrative issues you're going to have to get to grips with, and also it will take up an awful lot of your time. So to have somebody like Ecom GT looking at it for you, running it for you, developing it for you, growing it for you, I would say, you know, this is something that you should seriously look at, and you know, I'd recommend people look at it and assess the opportunity, and if it's right for them, to come on board.
Thank you, guys. We have one more testimonial before we open the floor to Q&A. Please bear with us. We're here with Fionn. She's actually our youngest client at Ecom GT. Fionn, thanks for joining us. I know you're busy at university.
That's fine, no worries.
Thank you. If you could tell us a little bit about yourself, you know, what you're doing at the moment.
Yeah, hi guys, I'm Fionn and I'm a university student.
Brilliant. And what did you get involved with wanting your own eBay done for you store? What really got you started with Ecom GT?
Yeah, so I saw a couple of these adverts online, and I think it's a great way to gain a passive income, especially during times such as like university and studying and things like that. So I think gaining a passive income is really great.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely. I do agree with you. There's nothing better than a passive income. And Fiona, if you tell us your journey with Ecom GT, you know, how your eBay store is performing and did it meet your expectations?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's pretty early in at the minute, but I'd say we're like a couple of months in right now. But the team have been great. They're super accommodating, and any questions that you may have, they're always there to help. So I think that's great, especially with an e-commerce store. It's always needed. But yeah, I think they're really great and they're super accommodating.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Glad to see your journey with us has been good so far. And in terms of the next 2-3 years and 4 years, what's your goals? What do you want to achieve ultimately with your store?
I think definitely just to accommodate me within my life needs, such as like holidays, maybe even paying for my university degree, or even a degree after university. Like that's a great help. So that's definitely what I think the main purpose of my store would be.
Brilliant. And I'm sure you'll achieve all those goals. I'm sure you will. And Finn, what would you say to someone who's looking at this opportunity, looking to get their eBay done for you stores? What would you say to people who are just exploring opportunity at the moment?
Definitely get started as soon as you can. Make as much research as you need. Look into it. The team are great. So any questions that you may have, just give them a bell. But yeah, get started as soon as you can because it's a great opportunity.
Brilliant. Fionn, thank you very much. I appreciate your time, and I understand obviously you're busy at university. So thanks for giving everyone out there, the viewers, you know, your opinion about this. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, guys, for listening to what we have to say, our testimonials. We'd just like to open the floor now to questions and answers. Feel free to pop your question in the Q&A section or just in chat. And we will send you an email after this with a link to Calendly so you can book a one-to-one call and also a recording of this webinar. So please feel free to ask us a question, guys. Remember, no question is too small or too silly to ask. Please feel free to ask. Go ahead, guys. So the first question we have, someone's just asked us, what's a typical ROI with TikTok? What's a typical ROI on the monthly basis with eBay?
Okay, so the typical ROI is a little bit better than actually the old legacy platforms of Amazon. What we found with most of the sellers, well, nearly all of the sellers actually, is that the RFI is around 25%. The benefits of actually of the TikTok and the eBay platform is that you get paid quicker. Okay, so you can recycle your money a lot quicker, and that you can actually then obviously any debt or purchases that are on a credit card, obviously you can pay off quicker as well. So typically eBay is between 5 and 7 days. That's the typical payment period after the sale has taken place. On TikTok, what you'll see is that they will hold the money for 28 days on TikTok, but then they will start paying every 10 days on TikTok. And you know, they pay like clockwork anyway. So they are good platforms, good payers. You can use normal conventional credit means in terms of credit cards and so on. And you get paid for a lot faster than a lot of the other platforms.
We've got a question. How much is needed for stock investment?
Okay, so the stock investment, it's not like the conventional Walmart and Amazon FBA route, where you are buying stock, you are putting them in the warehouse, and then you're looking to sell those within a certain amount of time. This is different. Okay, so we are listing products through our software. First of all, our software will look for products in both the UK and the US market, depending on where you live. Okay. So if you're in the UK market, you'll do TikTok and eBay in the UK market. We will track what products are selling, what products have got stock, and we will list them. Okay, so we will list them from anywhere like Amazon, Temu, which is a website, Costco, Bookers, or anything like that are actually selling. Okay, and we will sell those products, list those products on your store. The minute that they are purchased, we have amount of time to actually purchase them ourselves and then send them to the billing address of the customer. Okay, that's what drop shipping is. So in terms of the credit up front, you don't need it to buy the stock, but you will need a credit card, obviously, because we're purchasing, and then Amazon or eBay or TikTok will be paying you in a certain amount of time straight after. So a credit card with a credit facility anywhere between 5 and 10K will do the job. We will be able to purchase the stock, get the stock to the customer, confirm that the stock is there, the customer's happy, you get paid 5-7 days on eBay or a little bit longer in TikTok, and you pay the card down. And we keep doing that. It's like a revolving mechanism, and then you're taking the 20% on top as the profit. Hopefully that makes sense.
Yes, it does. Thank you. So we've got another question. Are TikTok marketing fees included, or do I add that on top?
So the fees are taken when you set up a TikTok and when you set up an eBay account. You will put a bank account behind it and a card behind it. There are fees for listing. There are fees for starting, but they will be taken into consideration when we're looking at the 20-25% profit.
Brilliant. Guys, is there anyone who's got any questions? You can also raise your hand. You can speak as well, or you can just simply write your question in there. We will send you an email with the recording and also a link to book a one-to-one call for those who want to take this forward. Please let us know if you have any more questions, guys. Another question. I really like that. What's the compensation for referring people to this?
We do have a compensation plan, okay, for referring. Best thing we can do is, as Tak mentioned before, let's get on the one-to-one. Let's see if we can get you started with your store, and then we can discuss the referral fee for anybody else that you want to refer.
Brilliant. I think that's all the questions that we have for tonight. If there's anything you'd like to add, Grant?
Yeah, look, guys, I know we've taken a long time here on a presentation. Hopefully the testimonials that we've got, and I know there's a couple of people as well that are on the call that are already doing the services with us, and some of the people already got their family involved with eBay and TikTok that are on the call tonight as well. But we haven't taken a testimonial from those guys because they're early yet, right? Okay, they've only just started within the first month, but they've taken action, they've got started, and they're getting results. Okay, and the hardest thing with all of this is taking action. I get that, I really do, right? But what I would say is, if you're serious about doing an e-commerce business, you're serious about a team that will help you, guide you, and want to see you succeed, then guys, get in touch with us. We get started, and I promise you that we'll start to make some profits. Now is the best time. We've got November, the rest of November, and the whole of December to make some good profits before Christmas. And then, you can see your store get off to a flying start. So if you're serious, you want to get started, you want a team that will help you, guide you, and that's what we're here for. Please, please, please fill in the form and we'll get you onto the one-to-one and we'll get you up and running as quickly as we can.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for your time and thanks for attending the webinar. And we look forward to speaking with many of you and working with you in the near future. Thank you very much.